The pairing the world has been waiting for. FIBA World Cup qualifiers highlights. For 6 years, the basketball world has been focused on one question. Catch a dime family. Who is better, Paige Bueckers or Caitlin Clark? Stay with me because we have seen them trade blows in the Final Four. We have seen them compete for the #1 overall pick. And we have seen their fan bases clash on social media almost every single night.
Probably harder, especially even for the World Cup. Obviously, the Olympics are pretty accessible, but I think obviously making this more accessible to our fans and to the younger generation.
Off her back, Emmy's pitching hard, right? You make a play. Right?
But here in March 2026, the narrative music has clearly shifted. For the first time ever at the senior international level, the two biggest stars of their generation, music, are not facing each other from opposite sides of the court. They are sharing the same backcourt. And after a dominant, undefeated run through the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, music, in San Juan, Paige Bueckers is finally speaking openly. She is revealing the truth behind the manufactured tension, the overwhelming pressure Caitlin faces, and what it truly music feels like to receive those legendary full-court passes.
And I was like, what did they feed the players in
Indiana? Over the steal. Here's Clark to go in for the lay.
If you thought these two were rivals, you have not heard the full story. Today we are music, breaking down Paige's powerful interview on the Not Going to Lie podcast.
Like just a sports fanatic, so I watched everything. I grew up in Minnesota, so.
And the behind-the-scenes music moments from Puerto Rico that show the CC and PB era could become the most dominant force in USA basketball history. Let's get into it. Catch a dime, family. Segment 1, The Weight of the World. Paige's perspective. Before we get to the highlight moments, we need to address music, the mental and emotional side of this pairing.
They weighed in?
Yeah, they think we're just like fun kids, like just childish kids who just love to play basketball and who are fun. I feel like we're all like fun, goofy.
Paige Bueckers recently sat down with Kylie, Music Kelsey, and what she said about Caitlin was deeply meaningful.
Right now, like every women's sport is amazing to watch. And so people are starting to finally realize that, and I think it's a long time coming.
Super excited. I think that adds a fun element, and I know people will certainly be tuning in.
Did not begin by discussing Caitlin's shooting or passing. She spoke about her burden. Paige used a word that surprised many: inhumane. She explained that the pressure placed on Caitlin every single night to be flawless is something no other athlete in the world is currently facing. Paige pointed out that if Caitlin does not go 8 for music, 10 from 3, the media immediately begins to question her performance. Paige's defense of her teammate directly challenged the rivalry narrative created by the media. She revealed that while the world expects tension between them, they have actually been friends since the 8th grade.
Experience, it's really fun because I think like the highest form of respect is like competition and like going at each other.
50 Clark.
Paige revealed that during their time in Miami and San Juan, their bond was not built around basketball conversations. It was formed through lighthearted moments off the court, playing card games, and simply trying to find a sense of normalcy amid global attention. This perspective from Paige is significant. She is one of the few who can truly understand Caitlin's life because she lives under a similar spotlight. When Paige says she wants to share the spotlight, she is not just being humble. She is trying to protect her friend from the immense pressure she carries. Segment 2, The On-Court Magic, CC to PB. FIBA post waiting for the CC to PB content. Now let's focus on the basketball itself, because the chemistry in San Juan was overwhelming for the rest of the world. FIBA even posted on Instagram, "We know you are waiting for the CC to PB content." And they delivered. In the final game against Spain, Caitlin Clark once again displayed her elite music vision, finding Paige with a full-court pass that brought the entire arena to its feet. Paige spoke about what music it feels like to play alongside Caitlin, describing it as freeing. For years, Paige has carried the primary role, music, for UConn and the Dallas Wings. But with Caitlin leading the offense, Paige is able to become the most efficient version of herself. She explained music that she does not even need to call. For the ball, she simply moves and the ball arrives. In the qualifiers, Music Caitlin averaged a tournament-high 6.3 assists, while Paige led the Music team in efficiency and steals. This represents the renewal of Team USA that head coach Kara Lawson has spoken about. They are not just playing together. They are elevating each other. Caitlin's presence creates space for Paige's mid-range excellence, while Paige's defensive intensity creates transition opportunities where Caitlin Music thrives. When Paige was named Player of the Game against Puerto Rico, the first person to celebrate with her was Caitlin. This is not a rivalry, it is a partnership that may define the 2026 Music World Cup in Berlin. Segment 3. The Fans versus the Friends. Perhaps the most lighthearted part of Paige's recent interview was her perspective on the fans. She joked about how interesting it would be for two fan bases that strongly oppose each other to unite music for a few months. Paige understands that Fever fans and Wings fans, music, spend time debating on Twitter about who the true greatest player is, but for her and Caitlin, there is only respect. She reflected on their journey, going back to 2019 when they were young athletes representing the U19 national team. Paige shared that seeing everything come together, the sold-out music arenas, the million-dollar CBA deals, and the senior national team jerseys, feels surreal. They once spoke about these dreams in high school locker rooms, but do not mistake that music friendship for a lack of competitiveness. Paige made it clear. It is respect within competition. When May 8th arrives and the Indiana Fever face the Dallas Music Wings in the season opener, that friendship will pause for 40 minutes. But Paige's words remind us that the hostility is driven by fans. On the court, they are two players who understand each other completely. Off the court, they are two friends navigating a level of fame only they can truly comprehend. Music, Segment 4, the MVP and the future in Berlin. The tournament concluded exactly as expected. Team USA finished 5-0, and Caitlin Clark was named the TISOT MVP. But if you watch the ceremony, watch Paige. She was the most enthusiastic music supporter in the arena for her teammate. In her final interview before leaving San Juan, Paige said the mission was to build the foundation of what they want the senior national team to become. If this foundation, music, includes Caitlin Clark winning MVP and Paige Bueckers leading in steals and efficiency, the rest of the world faces a serious challenge. This was their first senior-level international tournament, yet neither appeared inexperienced. Paige noted that learning from legends like Sue Bird, now the managing director, has helped them manage this transition. As we look ahead to September, Music 2026 and the World Cup in Berlin, the pairing of Clark and Bueckers is no longer a possibility. It is a music reality. Paige's words have defined the tone. Caitlin may be the engine, but the heart may lie in their friendship. They are not trying music to outshine one another. They are building something lasting. Fever Nation and Wings Nation unite. So there you have it. Straight from Paige Bueckers herself. The inhumane pressure, the manufactured tension, and the joy of finally music being on the same side. The San Juan qualifiers were only a preview of what is coming in Music 2026. Whether you support the Fever or stand with the Wings, one thing is clear. Watching these two compete together is something special. But I want to hear from you, Hoops Nation. Did Paige's comments change your perspective on their rivalry? Do you believe they are already the greatest backcourt music in Team USA history? And who do you think had the stronger tournament, the MVP Caitlin or the defensive standout Paige? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy watching these two together, press that like button and drop a CC plus PB in the chat. And if you want to stay updated on every moment leading up to the 2026 World Cup and the WNBA tip-off, make sure you are subscribed. The season is almost here and we are just music getting started.